Well, it's the holidays, and what's Christmas without watching a Christmas movie? Usually I like to stick to the classics, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, maybe even Gremlins. But sometimes, embarrassingly so, I like to watch a cheesy Hallmark one. The only way I can stomach that, though, is if I find an actor I like.
There will be war, and the streets of your home will run red with the blood of our enemies.
Usually it's Michael Shanks, but this time, Katrina Law from Spartacus and Arrow.
Opportunity presents itself.
The 12 Gifts of Christmas. And I can say I got pretty scared about a minute into this. I mean, the dialogue was terrible, it was limited in the acting. Either it got better or I just got used to it. I'm not sure which.
Uh-oh, what is it? Nothing. I'm just, wondering, as a present, what does this say?
But, Katrina Law. So I pressed on. Katrina plays Anna, who's an aspiring artist and wants to be taken seriously. She paints landscapes. But for fun, she paints Christmas-themed paintings. She's also a real good shopper, in the aspect that she can come up with a thoughtful gift for someone. And her sister pushes her to become a personal shopper. Enter Marc, who's played by Aaron O'Connell, who's supposedly an uptight businessman in charge of a marketing team. For a guy that's so stressed out and has to cancel all his meetings, he really only has one client this entire movie. The two of them meet at a coffee shop where she recommends cupcake samplers because why not? She's a super friendly person. And he discovers a personal shopper business card there because they let you do that at coffee shops. Of course, he's too busy to do Christmas shopping, so he hires her. Her first mission is to obtain a smartwatch for his buddy. After he goes on about how they both don't need these expensive gifts that they've been exchanging and how they used to watch Nick Games and eat cheap ramen. So that's in the back of her mind. And this close to Christmas, of course she couldn't find a smartwatch.
Oh, we've been sold out of those for weeks, but there's a waitlist if you'd like to give it a try. They should be back in stock by February.
So she uses her advanced shopping skills to obtain Nick's tickets and a ramen gift certificate card to a nearby restaurant. Predictably, he's upset by this.
That's not what I asked you to do. Maybe it would be simpler if I just did it myself,
Are you firing me?
But he also leaves it on his desk and tells his secretary to mail everything out. So when his friend gets the gift, he's all happy about it.
Had to thank you in person. For what? For what? Noodles and hoops, man. You upgraded our prep school tradition.
Naturally, he hires her back. His next big problem is he has to get gifts for his staff, but he doesn't know what to get them, so he invites her to be his date at the office Christmas party.
I know it's short notice, but what do you say? Be my date? For research.
So she could do some research. Hey, baby. It's for research.
For research.
So Anna goes dress shopping with her sister and tries on all these plain dresses, but we all know she's going to show up in something sexy, but classy. And she does. Through party conversations, she determines that everybody wants something different, but what they all really want is time off, except for this one guy who wants to golf. It's December. Dude. Marc passes the idea off to his boss and they both really like it. They're going to give everybody a week off with pay. I'm glad nobody crunched the numbers because that's really going to add up. I like that she sleeps with Christmas lights over her bed. We have that in common. Now, Anna's starting to make some money with her one client, so she decides to go apartment looking, to move out of her sister's basement so she doesn't have to live there, be more independent. I really wish somebody would look at the financial side of this. This client's going to run out soon. Christmas is almost over. Meanwhile, Marc can't please his client.
I'm sorry. You have clearly put a lot of time and energy into these pitches, and I appreciate the effort. But they're just not what I'm looking for.
She's not happy with anything their advertisement team has come up for her products, which is like computers and shit. If only they knew somebody who's good at coming up with thoughtful ideas. Marc runs into Anna at the coffee shop, probably because there's only 3 or 4 locations in this entire movie, and they go on a shopping montage. I really like the demo lady that just stood in the one spot, and they kept going back to her and eating her samples. She was all upset. Nobody else was eating them, and you weren't moving. Do your job, demo lady. Sample it.
No candy canes, no stockings, stuffed to the brim. Sweet as you hear.
Marc establishes that he doesn't spend much time with his family, but that Anna has inspired him, so he gives his sister a call and meets her for lunch, who acts pretty weird that he's hanging out with her. But she invites him out to ice skating, the perfect date opportunity. The indoor ice rink during the day was pretty lame. I mean, turn out the lights, throw some Christmas lights up, play some 80s rock music, make that shit romantic.
Oh my god, power failure. It's getting very scary in here.
Did you set this up?
No.
Marc's sister brags that she can skate better than him, even though he played college hockey. College hockey isn't a joke. If he played, he can skate. Add to the fact that she didn't even move from the one spot. Her son did like a lap with Marc, and then after that, she's just like, takes the whole family, let's go get hot chocolate. Gee, I'm glad we went ice skating the day for one lap that only one of them did. During a random walk later, Anna notices a necklace in the window she likes and points it out to Marc. Predictable setup later. Then Marc's mom calls and, this typical gossipy mom, she's like, oh, come over for dinner and bring the girl. And we almost have a problem because Anna agreed to babysit her sister's kids. But, fuck it, let's bring the kids. So he goes to pick her up and does the whole, you look good, but there's something missing.
Oh, is something wrong?
Yeah. You're missing this.
That necklace you wanted, I bought it. Dude, did you even think to see if it goes with the dress that she was gonna wear? Fashion is important. So they grab the kids, they leave. She didn't lock the door. Seriously, it's Christmas week. Thieves don't take holidays.
Oh.
Marc's mom's house is effing huge. I mean, why does the guy work? He's clearly coming from money. And also, more gift ideas. Dad's playing with a camera, so, let's get him a camera. And Mom's complaining about this horrible portrait above her, fireplace.
Case in point, that is the last time the whole family sat for a portrait.
I wonder if we know anybody who can paint. We don't see the dinner, we don't see much at this point. We're just back at work, because this movie glosses over things for time. Nina, his client, she's giving him one last shot. Or she's going to go to their competitors. So Marc has this brilliant idea. I'm going to go to Anna's sister and get that Santa Claus painting. And we're going to put a laptop in his hand. And then Anna, predictably, is upset. I told you these pictures were for fun. I want to be taken seriously and paint landscapes.
You went behind my back.
Anna, I sold your art as the centerpiece of one of the most prominent tech campaigns in the country.
But I told you. I painted this for fun. I painted this for myself.
Now, this is the BS conflict of every one of these shows. They always have to have it. And which is really odd because Anna's pretty much been perfect. She's funny, she's understanding, she's beautiful, she's thoughtful. It's just so odd that this is her hang up.
Look, I know you're mad, but I was hoping that we could at least talk about what happened. You knew how I felt about those paintings.
So we get several talks between Anna and her sister. Finally on Christmas Day, she realizes she was wrong to overreact. And we see Anna's parents, which, they really shoehorned them in there. And she ditches them. She ditches her entire family to go see his. Well, she goes to see Marc and she apologizes. Everybody apologizes. And she's got that painting she's been working on. It's a portrait of his family. Because that's not creepy. The fact that she did that from memory. We get two of the cheesiest lines where Marc's mom's like, oh, but there's one thing missing. You're not in it. And then Marc looks at her and he's just like, you're the best Christmas gift I've ever gotten. God, these are some painful lines.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Roll credits. I mean, you can't expect much from a Hallmark movie. They're cheesy. Everybody's way too friendly. They're always pushing this family over work and over business and money. People just aren't like that. I think the hardest thing to believe was that somebody that woke up beautiful and was super thoughtful and kind, smart, funny, and pretty much perfect all around was single. Overall, I didn't hate this movie, and that's what happens when you go into a movie knowing what to expect. I knew it was going to be cheesy. I knew it was going to be bad dialogue, and the acting would be questionable. I just wish they had Michael Shanks as the male lead in there, because then I could have had more actors in it that I liked. Currently, I'm watching another Katrina Law Christmas movie called Snow Bride. I'm not going to review that one. It's taking some time to watch. Well, as always, thanks for watching. Enjoy the holiday season.